Welcome to Autotrader, and today I'm testing the new Bentley Bentayga Speed, a £300,000 lump of leather-trimmed, diamond-brushed luxury with a few secrets under its skin. This ain't the car that you think it is.
Bentley. For more than 100 years, it stood as a byword for refinement, class, grand touring sophistication. It's long been the mark of choice for those lucky 1%ers wanting to spirit in effortless luxury at effortless pace from their penthouse in Mayfair to their other penthouse in Monte Carlo. A Bentley then should be demure, cosseting, pulse-lowering. Although it seems no one told the Bentayga Speed that.
Listen to this thing. This ain't demure. This is deranged. Yeah, my pulse is not lowering right now. My pulse is very much unlowered. But I am here for it. Oh, it makes such a good noise. Yeah, this is proper naughty. Blah, blah, blah. In a Bentley.
So, what exactly is this hooligan in a business suit? For starters, it's the most powerful Bentayga that Bentley's ever created. The Speed makes a pulverizing 650 horsepower, which is, well, that's supercar levels. And the source of that power? It's not what you might expect.
So Bentley's ditched the venerable and aristocratic W12 from the old Bentayga Speed and replaced it with a V8. Nothing too surprising about that, but here's what is surprising. You probably expected me to say that they've hooked it up to some kind of hybrid system. Well, guess what? They haven't. This is pure petrol. This is a real dog.
The V8 is the VW Group's 4-litre unit, fitted with bigger turbos and new fuel injectors. It delivers a thumping 850 Nm of torque from just over 2,000 RPM, and from there, it just keeps on pulling.
It might not have that instantaneous low-down grunt that you got from the old W12 or from a hybrid system, but trust me, when those turbos come on song, this thing goes hard. Or better yet, just keep it lit by using the gearbox and it fires you down the road. This is insanely quick. Big boy can shift. And here's the other thing, because the new Urus is only available with a plug-in hybrid system, and this car uses basically the engine from the Urus, you could say this new Bentayga Speed is more Lambo than an actual Lambo.
The Speed is also the first ever Bentayga to get launch control.
Let's try it, shall we? Wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't do a bit of science. First off though, sport mode, traction off. Before that, neutral. Let's hear what it sounds like. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. Okay, well let's send it, shall we? Oh! Yeah, that's not subdued. That is frighteningly fast. That is 0 to 62 in 3.4 seconds. That's probably the least stealthy launch anyone's ever done in a Bentayga. I reckon it's people up in the Northern Highlands right now going, oh yeah, Rory's got the new Bentayga Speed. Flat out, Bentley say it will do 193 miles an hour. Do we need an SUV that can do 190 plus miles an hour? No. Am I glad that one exists? Yes.
Speaking of impressive, this Speed is rocking the optional Akrapovic exhaust, an £8,000 option, but trust me, it's a box you want to tick.
Obviously, you'll spec it for the 12-kilogram weight saving. Definitely. Do you know what? It's a bit weird. It's a bit incongruous. It's a bit like finding out that Stephen Fry moonlights in a death metal band. Little unusual, but I'm here for it.
So, opt for the juicy exhaust, and the Bentayga Speed offers up a serious assault on your ears. Does it go any easier on your eyes? Well, that depends on how you spec it.
It feels like Bentley's tried to go a bit stealth with the Speed. You've got this blacked out front grille up here and then down here. We've also got this black Bentley badge, and then the front headlights are dark tinted. But then they've gone and undermined the whole thing by fitting a whole load of, look at me, orange striping around the car. And then the brake calipers as well are also very look at me in bright orange.
Those calipers come in a range of exciting colors, including yellow, green, and, well, who cares about the rest? I'm having mine in green. You can also option carbon ceramic brakes and wheels up to 23 inches in diameter.
23s, mental. I remember back in the day when I was rolling on 17s, I thought I was a big dog. Also, the fact that this car doesn't look ridiculous with 23-inch wheels, they look normal, gives you some idea of the kind of acreage you're working with a Bentayga. That sounds like something a Bentley owner would say, doesn't it? Acreage.
Inside, the Bentayga Speed is very much Bentley business as usual, which is to say, magnificent.
This one's had the Mulliner treatment, and that means you get these lovely blue seats, blue leather with the diamond quilting, this delicious suede, and also very, very fun orange everywhere, in the doors, on the seats, here in the center console, on the steering wheel. And fun fact, they get this orange by skinning a Lorax. That's what it says in the press release.
Again, you could have your interior in a more sober shade. Again, why would you want to? You only live once. Express yourself. Don't worry about resale values. That's tomorrow's problem.
I love getting into Bentleys, I really do, especially the Bentayga. It just kind of feels like home when you get inside. I love the shape of the dashboard. I love the stitching. I love the contrast between metal and wood and literally anything you want, they'll put into this car, and it's just so nicely done. Also, what I like about this car is that in a world of maximum touchscreen, they are kind of analog. So in the Bentayga, you've got tons of actual switches which look and sound delicious. Also, these kind of organ stops here to control the airflow from your vents look fantastic. The whole thing is brilliant. Look at that clock. That is quality. That's quality stuff there. I'd wear that on my wrist. It's such a lovely place to spend time. I'm not going to get too in-depth about it. Go and watch my other Bentley Bentayga videos. This is one particular derivative. But yeah, the Speed, fantastic, as you'd expect.
Tactile, not digital. That's the Bentley way. And you can say the same about the way it goes around corners. It's an experience that's far more engaging than you might expect of an SUV. The Bentayga gets a trick 48-volt anti-roll system which can apply 1,300 Nm of torque to resist tilt in the bends.
Bentley say they could have used the system to make sure the Bentayga corners completely flat, no matter how hard you chuck it into a bend. Almost like a brick with no springs whatsoever. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to make the car feel more organic. So when you turn in, it feels natural, like a real car. It moves, it breathes with the road. It does feel a little bit stiffer than a normal Bentayga, but you can still feel the car moving around under you. It still feels organic, it feels natural, it feels like you're in control of the thing and you're not just along for the ride. And in the corners, it feels really nice actually. Really adjustable on the steering, the brakes, and on the throttle. It feels like a driver's car. In fact, I've driven a lot of smaller, lighter cars than this that feel nowhere near as much fun in the corners. They have worked witchcraft with this thing. It's a lot of fun.
Power reaches all four wheels through a center differential, which throws more power to the rear axle than in the regular Bentayga. The stability control systems have been retuned to allow for more slip, while there's also brakes-based vectoring to adjust torque from side to side.
Bentley say that in the right conditions, this car will even drift. I'm not sure what those conditions are, maybe on an ice lake or a massive airfield or a salt flat, but it can throw some proper shapes. I'm gonna have to take their word for it because I'm on the road today. But yeah, interesting. I'm not knocking it though. I have drifted a Lamborghini Urus before and it's quite fun. So I imagine this thing will be quite spectacular when you get it out of shape. I do have to say a couple of words about the way this car rides. I was in no doubt in my mind that this would feel quite horrendous, mainly because of the 23-inch rims, but also because it's stiffer than a normal Bentayga and way more sporty. I thought it would be crashy and harsh. I was wrong, completely wrong. This car Yeah, it's a bit firmer, but it rides like magic. It's incredibly smooth, even in sport mode. But when I knock it into Bentley mode, which is kind of their happy medium, it just wafts along nicely with a mixture of sportiness and calm. But if you really want to waft, knock it into comfort, and the thing's Rolls-Royce smooth. Like I said, man, witchcraft. So what do I think of the Bentley Bentayga Speed? Well, I actually really like it. I really do. I'm a Lambo guy through and through, but I reckon I'd probably opt for this over a Urus. Genuinely, I would. But there is the small matter of price. These things start at £219,000. And I tried to add up all the specs on this one earlier, and my calculator caught fire. But I'm pretty sure you're looking at over 300 grand for this particular example.
So, the Bentayga Speed is deeply expensive. And with that quad pipe exhaust fitted, deeply antisocial. It's a car for the 1%, especially if you're buying new. Although for the rest of us, there's always used options, of course. Pre-owned Bentley Bentaygas are going for a fraction of this price. Just have a look at the dozens available on the Autotrader app. These are prices that do used buyers plenty of favors, although depreciation is also something you might want to consider if buying new.
And speaking of money, here's your chance to win some. The Autotrader Driver's Choice Awards is just around the corner. We're asking our viewers to tell us what they think about their car to help crown this year's winners. All you got to do is scan this QR code, answer some questions about your car, and you could be in with a chance to win £10,000. Good luck.
This is an unrepentant statement of a fast SUV. Yes, it's got power. Yes, it's got pace. Yes, it's got luxury. But it's also got attitude. And I'm not complaining. Is it miles better than a standard Bentayga? Actually, yes, it's utterly fantastic. Would I have one over a Urus? I never thought I'd say this, but also, yes, it's at least as much fun. Probably more so now the Urus has gone hybrid, and it retains an air of comfort and grace and opulence that the big Lambo can't quite match.
If you thought the Bentayga Speed was going to be classic Bentley, iron fist, velvet glove, you are absolutely spot on. Well, almost. It's iron fist in a velvet glove covered in immaculate orange pinstripes.
The Bentayga Speed might just be the best all-round luxury SUV on the market today.